You are live, it says. Look at that. No, I did not doze off. Hi, Miss Kay. Good morning, everybody. My kitchen clock said it's 9 o'clock, but the computer says it's 9:01, so nothing's lined up in this house. All right, let me get to the other computer here. It says we are live. You on YouTube. All righty. Do we have sound today?
Tuna is one of the healthiest and leanest protein you can eat. Why aren't we eating more of it?
I have commercials on my live stream.
Tuna on the supermarket shelves is basically smelling much. Natural.
Look at that. And now the commercial on my live stream is locked up. Look at that. Oh, we have sound. Look at that. And now the commercial on my live stream. All right, let me turn that down so you guys aren't hearing me twice. All righty, gang. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's go up here. Swifty was the first one here. Corey's here, finding beepers. Tidewater magnet thrower. Good morning. Miss Cynthia K. Mark the Berg Hunter. Resile. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce that. CYL. Resile. Mr. Tom Riley. Good morning, Tom. Digging Florida with Bill Gross. Good morning, Bill. I'm so glad that I'm free to be here this morning. No more family, NK. All righty, digging it back. One day Rob's going to be on time. My clock said 9 o'clock. I'm sticking with that. No, I didn't doze off. Once I get up, I'm up, Kay. I'm here. Where's Rob? Stop, people. Good morning, Mr. Weigold. Robert's here. Marty Versal's digging with Marty's here. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, we have sound. Good. Everybody's letting me know we have sound. Yes, you have. Thank you, Resai. Resil. I'm not sure how we're going to pronounce that. Okay, I'm not getting the notification that it started. Wow. Silver Bull 30, good morning. I have made a nice strong pot of coffee this morning. And it is yummy. It's good seeing Mr. Swifty here this morning. Maybe they don't have a hunt to go to this morning, or there's some other adventure that they're usually out doing on a Sunday morning. Wow, 10 people real quick that time. Boom, already up to number 11. Whoever came in, say hi. You can pronounce resell. Resell. Okay, thank you, Resell. Appreciate that. And welcome to my chat. Thank you for being here this morning. We have a good time. You seem to know quite a few people here, so that's good to know. Cynthia in the house. I know. Everybody's favorite subscriber. Number one subscriber. Number one viewer in all of metal detecting dumb. I made a joke with her this week. I said, I'm going to find somebody's video metal detecting, and I'm actually going to leave a comment before Cynthia gets there. I've been to where I've watched a video 40 minutes after it's on, and Cynthia's already left a comment. Bobby Henninger, good morning, Bobby. I now have a face to put with the name. Treasure Outdoors, good morning. Welcome. Good to see Mr. Austin here. Randolph Relic Recovery. I see you have your Tampa Bay Chokineer shirt this morning. I didn't get notified that the stream started. That may be by design. I don't know what. You're the second person to say that, Martin. Randolph. Kay just said that too. Epic Adventures in Paradise. Good morning, folks. That's Mr. Howard and Miss Janine, and they just put a video up yesterday. So, folks, go check out Epic Adventures in Paradise. They put a video on yesterday. I saw it on my notifications, and I'm going to be watching it after the stream. And they didn't choke. They had in sucky scrub backup quarterbacks that played just like Jameis Winston. They threw the ball high, and they threw it in the middle of the field with 6 defenders. I swear to God, I thought we were through with that after we got rid of Jameson. But nope, our backups love throwing it in the middle and into heavy coverage, and the ball would get tipped and bounced around until it landed in the other team. We did that 3 times. Marty says, "Go Bears, the Bears." But we're not going to talk football here, guys, because there's a lot of people that aren't big football fans. So I personally am, and so is Miss Denise. Something we share in common that we can definitely do on our Sundays together. But partly cloudy and muggy, and rain is on the way. Good morning, Miss Denise Kidder, my Clearwater Beach digging partner. I stopped in to say hello to Rob and all my friends in here. I can't stay because my wife lost her mother last night. What? You didn't tell me she was that sick. Well, sorry to hear that, Denise, and you go take care of what you got to take care of, dear. I know you guys have been driving over to Orlando to go see her, but I did not know that. Mr. Javier's in the house. Javier Garcia, good morning. Robert, we had such a rainstorm here yesterday. We knew we had some rain coming with this stupid Fred thing out there. Luckily, it keeps going to the west, guys. It was supposed to come right up the coast, the west coast of Florida, right above us, and it keeps going west and west and west. And I'm hoping the one behind it goes to the west too and goes out. But I feel bad because it's heading right to Charlie now, up in Pensacola. But who knows, Charlie, if it puts another 4-foot cut in your beach. Charlie said, "Are you coming up?" I said, "If it puts a 4-foot cut in your beach, the second I hang up the phone with you, I will be in the car driving north." I absolutely guarantee that, buddy. I don't give a shit if I have to sleep in my truck. Good morning, CZ Kid. Got to get some more coffee. Swifty's right. I made a nice big cup. I made a huge pot before we started. 2¼ inches of rain here last night. Swifty, I think we got that in like 15 minutes. Denise and I spent an hour with our portable pump, pumping out water out of the pool. We spent an hour putting water out with a fire hose size hose. And I swear to God, it was fuller than what I started pumping in 5 minutes of rain last night. The complete pool patio was completely flooded. Man, did it come down hard last night for a short time. But today, it's actually partly sunny today, and it's not raining at the moment. So this was not the day to go try another live stream at Clearwater Beach, that is for sure. Okay, that is true. With that nice damp ground, you get better signals, and it's so much easier to dig when that ground is damp and soft. We've been getting so much rain here, it's just like, okay, it's been like going through butter. It's so nice. Denise, that's bad. My cousin I was closest to, Joe. He was almost like a brother to me. We were so close. He wasn't feeling good. He had type 2 diabetes very bad, and he was on the phone with his buddy one night, and he's telling me how bad he felt. And his buddy said, "Let me come over and get you and take you to the hospital." He goes, "No, let me go through one more night, and I'll see how I feel tomorrow." And then nobody heard from him for 3 days, and they went over there, and he was passed away on the floor with the phone in his hand. So his buddy should have came and got him. Mr. Sean Webb's here this morning, here from Wyomama, Florida, the greatest city name in the history of city names. Wyomama. Martin says, "I need a snorkel for my backyard. The water is 1 inch from going over my dock." Wow, Cynthia. We'll take the camper, Rob. I'm not kidding, Pat. If Charlie calls me and says he goes down to the beach and says there's a 3-foot cut, I am on my way to Pensacola. He got, what, 25, 30 silvers off that beach after that 4-foot cut? He was down in sand from the 1930s because all his silver he got was 30s and 40s silver. Half dollars, quarters, I mean, buffaloes. If you guys haven't checked out Charlie's video, digging it back, look up what hurricane was that, Charlie? It went right over Pensacola and sucked out 4 feet of sand. Oh, Sean, it monsooned here. Just monsooned here. And Martin's about 30 miles more inland than I am, and he still got it too. We've got rain predicted for today. Well, for you folks that need rain, I really hope you're getting it, because I think we're going to be able to roast marshmallows from space out there in California and Oregon, out there where Reed is. Rob, I'll call you today. We're heading to a brother's house in Orlando today to make arrangements. Okay. Yes, guys, and Miss Denise Kidder is invited me to come work with her this week. I'm going to go watch her do one of her jobs. So true. Ground I'm digging is so soft, unlike that hard rack ground on the West Coast. Yeah, Robert, it's. I was in Kentucky a couple years ago when I was brand new to detecting, and I was trying to go through that hard packed Kentucky dirt with the rocks, and man, that was tough digging. Kay says she's been having so much fun hunting at her fairgrounds and sports fields. Yeah, when it's easy to dig, it just makes your day so much better. I know, Kay. He'd still be here today probably if he'd let his buddy come over and get him. He was very stubborn, and he didn't. You know, Denise is after her dad. I'm pointing to his bedroom. To monitor. He does his monitors twice a day for his diabetes, and he makes sure he does his tests, and he makes sure he keeps Denise's real at him to keep him in that level. But my cousin didn't monitor his as close. When I was in West Virginia, the ground was like concrete. They need rain badly. Well, Cynthia, I think they're going to get some of this. This storm that was supposed to go right up the coast and kind of right off like Georgia and out to sea is now going way over to the west. It's going to come up the panhandle where Charlie is, and as it angles up towards the northeast, hopefully it'll be going right over West Virginia. Hopefully, and it's bringing a lot of rain. Weigold says, if you go to Pensacola, stop and pick me up. I'm not kidding, Robert. Yes. Hey, Charlie, put up what video that was. Why a mama is like in a bubble as storms split and go around. I don't know how you're missing any of this rain, Sean. We could have 12 people at Charlie's Beach. Wow, guys, Martin is not kidding, guys. Martin is not kidding. There is Martin's backyard, guys, Randolph Relic Recovery, and you can barely see his dock. You can see the poles going up, but you can't see the flat part that you walk on. Wow, Randolph. Martin, that is, wow. You are not kidding, buddy. That is absolutely beautiful also. Wow. Oh, wow, guys. Denise just got that call as I was coming live. Wow. Sorry, Denise. Pat, what's your weather over there, buddy? Pat's on the other coast. Good morning, Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter. Good morning, Robert. Well, that's true, Kay. Maybe later in the week, but that's true. Yeah, you're right. Well, you go for it, Kay. I'm not real big on. I mean, a few winters ago, I think my first winter here metal detecting, we didn't get any rain in the winter, and man, it was like the ground was cracked like it is out in the desert, and it just wasn't fun. We're missing Mr. Bill this morning. Where's Mr. Papa Rouse this morning? I'm not kidding, Rob. I'm just 45 minutes north of Jacksonville Port. I'm not kidding either, Robert. If I clear all the crap off my front seat, I'll have room for you in my truck. Or we'll just throw you on top of Pat's camper. There you go. Charlie says, video is titled Hurricane Sally Leaves a Silver Lining. Isn't he poetic? It left a lot of silver linings. Yeah, Robert, we have to do Vegas Rob as opposed to Weigold. Man, I actually got my light in a good spot here today, guys. I love this Florida sand for digging. I know, Martin. People tell me every day, man, your Wheaties come out looking so nice. And I'm like, hey, it's that Florida sand, guys. Even though we've got all this much water and rain, guys, it's going to go down through our Florida sand. It's going to go into the aquifer, and the sand's going to dry up immediately. Even with all this rain we had, if you get down like 4 inches, it's fairly dry. So the coin down there, they don't retain the moisture that a lot of places have to start corroding their coins. So I mean, guys, there's a 1917 I found the other day. Now this baby is worn as heck, but it's not all corroded. It is worn, but I mean, it'll probably be better if I put a light on it. So let me find a 40s or 50s. Nope, that's another old one. Yeah, there's like a 40s coin. It comes out great. So I hit a little hot streak today on Tuesday and Wednesday. I got silver both days. And I got my relic find of the year on Wednesday, yes. Kay says I have my nasal surgery on the 25th. I'm nervous about it, but it's got to be done. Prayers are much appreciated. Well, prayers to you, Kay. We'll be thinking about you. Archaeology Mikey's here, our coin man. So, Kay, good luck with that. There's Mr. Bill. I was just asking where you were, Bill, and boom, he pops up. It's telepathic, Bill. Geez Louise, Martin. Kay, you're such a potty mouth. Wow, they're back early. Perfect morning, but no clue what the afternoon will be like. I know. If Denise lets me, I want to go to the beach this evening, but I'm not sure if she's going to approve of that. All right, let's see how the beach cam looks. All right, how do we hit refresh on this? There we go, guys. Here is the Clearwater Beach. Where the hell's my cable? There is the Clearwater Beach cam. That's the beach fluffer machine that, well, that's the beach fluffer machine that makes it look pretty. These are the guys probably picking up the garbage cans. And yeah, it's a little overcast, guys, but look how calm that water is, guys. Where is my Knox 800 when I need it? Hey, I know where it's at. It's at the repair shop in Mine Lab with no ETA on being it's been returned. Guys, I love my Knox. I'm just not happy with Mine Lab right now. So, good morning, Miss Janine. Good morning, Mr. St. Lucie Metal Detecting. Wow, Bernie hasn't been in here in a while. Good morning, sir. Hi, honey. You guys are back early. Is that what time you normally get back? Yeah. I don't know why, but I thought you get back a little bit later. I am a trained observer, honey. I'm a paid trained observer. Martin says, if you guys go up to Pensacola, you probably shouldn't mention my name. I grew up there. Are there still warrants out for you up there, Martin? That's why I can't go up to Vermont, where my buddy Brad is from Green Mountain. I think that restraining order is still in effect up there. Mr. Jim Steele, good morning, sir. Wow, folks, we jumped up from 11 to 24. Thank you all so much. Mrs. Denise is home. Crafting with Gertie. Hello, Miss I believe it's Mandy. I'm not sure why she calls it crafting with Gertie with Mandy. She's got me very confused, folks. I was watching one of her crafting videos the other day. I know how to make cards now, guys. I am just multi-talented. So I'm assuming it's what is it, like 6 hours ahead over there? So it's like what, 1, 2 in the afternoon? Yep, Mandy, I got that right. Wow, I'm doing a little better here. And I remember Tim and Kay, or Kay and Tim. No, it's Tim and, see, now I just forgot. Lots of work going on and not enough time for detecting. I'd say I hear you, but you know, Miss Denise was nice enough to let me hunt 2 days on Saturdays in a row, which is the one day that we have off together because Sunday morning, obviously, I do my stream for 3 hours and then I head over to Marlins. So Sunday's taken up to like 12:30, 1 o'clock. But so Saturday's our day to do household stuff and honeydews. Somebody just escaped and ran away. The cat gets so excited when you open the front door, like he's gonna go explore the world, and he never leaves the front hedge. It's 54 degrees today with 42% humidity, going to 108. How can it be 54? I guess that's a desert. I guess it's really cold in the morning and the hot at, wow. Yeah, she won't run away either. I don't know. She says, no, I don't know. Oh, she did now. Yeah. She just had to have that human out of the way, honey. Oh, thank you, Swifty. Thank you. Mr. Dirt Trolling Troy is here. Either he's got a minute break from work or he's not working, but he usually is working on Sunday mornings. Thank you, Troy. Was all that stuff you sent in the picture, did you find that all one day the other day, Troy? And did you ever figure what that round thing was with the hieroglyphics on it? Vegas says it's 85. Oh, 85. Okay, that's different than starting off the morning from 58 to 108. Okay. No hunting till next week. Should always have a backup. Yeah, I know. He just roll around that way. I know, that's all he does. Godfather Custom Bernie. Good morning, Godfather Custom Bernie. Welcome to the chat. Cynthia says, be right back. Need more coffee? Yeah, I'm going to be working on my second cup here, Cynthia. Okay, Kay says she just saw where a guy is receiving a new Knox because of water in his control box, so you need to contact MindLab about that. Thank you, Miss Kay. I appreciate that update, and I will definitely ship them off a email tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully, you know what, Kay? I'll check my email today after the stream and see if there's any message from them. Treasure Outdoors. Austin. He lives close to Clearwater Beach. He lives actually on Indian Rocks Beach, and I have not personally met him, but my old partner at the police department, Andy, actually had to respond to his house and get to meet him on a call that he went to his house, and he's got a picture of him and Hawk hanging on his refrigerator. So I have not personally met him, but a good friend of mine have met him, and I hear nothing. The people that do meet him around the area when he's out shopping or just doing regular guy stuff, people say he's a nice guy. So yeah, I haven't personally met Hulk Hogan, but I know people who have. Swifty's putting a link there, guys. So check out Swifty's page. I watched one of Kay's videos the other day. Same here, Rob. Gertie, please enlighten us. Yes, Let her. Well, we'll let her explain. Cynthia sending your sister some marbles, and she didn't beg me for them when I offered them to her. LOL. So a post on Facebook, the guy at East Coast branch digging up targets only to leave them in the hole. Idiot, too lazy to put pull tabs and bottle caps in the trash can. Oh man, why Gab? Why Robert? I'd be leaving a comment on his. Oh, on Facebook. Okay, not YouTube. Okay. Yes, some crimes don't have a statute of limitations. Martin, you're exactly right. Kay's potty mouth's coming again. Well, the 69 degrees parts is great, Swifty, but that 99% humidity, that's what'll kill you. The bottles the homeowner gave me are unbelievable. Fantastic, Troy. Silver Wrench is here. Good morning, Silver Wrench. It's a 1923 Coca-Cola bottle somebody gave her. Good deal, Kay. I've got one old Coca-Cola bottle. Out of the 10,000 bottles at that guy's estate sale, I found one old Coca-Cola bottle that was straight. It didn't have that Coca-Cola swirl. It was just a regular white or clear bottle before they went to that greenish swirl. Yes. CZ Kid, I have so many people that are telling me I'm never going to take my Knox in the water. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not here to embarrass anybody. But there's a lot of people, and I keep telling them, no, take it in the water. That's what the thing's designed for. It's designed for underwater detecting. It's designed to go to 10 feet. And then, boom, I've had two. I've had mine go down twice. Guys, how many Knoxes have you think they've sold, the 600 and the 800 across the world? Not just the United States, not just Australia, but Great Britain, South America, Eastern Europe. I mean, they're everywhere, guys. They've had to sell hundreds of thousands of these, 2, 3, 4, 500,000. And if there's a few thousand leaking, okay, and I would be willing to bet that they're only the saltwater ones. I have yet to hear of anybody, and if somebody here knows it, please let me know. I have yet to hear somebody say they've had a problem with their Knox going into lakes and freshwater. If they have, please let me know. But from what I understand, it's us saltwater guys. And guys, saltwater is hard on anything. I don't care what you have in saltwater, scuba gear, goggles, flashlights, whatever, underwater. Saltwater is hard on things. Yeah, I'm not happy with Mine Lab right now because they can't give me an ETA. And especially since the fact that I can go over to Myers Metal Detecting, or I can go down to Bill Jackson's, or I can go to any place online that's got 8 and 600s in stock. And if they've got them in stock, that means they've got the control pods. So why aren't they mailing me a new control pod? That's very frustrating. So Troy says, I've met him a couple times. I guess you can meet somebody at one time, but he seemed a pretty nice guy. Yeah. Hot sauce tasting tonight at 8 o'clock. Here we go. Swifty's doing another hot sauce. Hopefully he won't put anybody in the hospital. UK, all those potty mouth words you're using. A with $2 signs, that's like really bad for UK. Can't stay, folks. Leaving Iowa shortly for short. Oh, leaving for Iowa shortly. Have to go see a doctor Monday. All righty, Jim. Have safe travels, buddy. I've had my Knox in the water. Never had it flooded. Just had charging issues with it to warrant a repair. Yeah, the only charging issues I've ever had with mine were the little nibs. Here's my quarter word for the day. The little nibs on the end of the thing got a little green and corroded, and I just took a pencil eraser to them. I actually did a video on that, and it's been a very well-received video. It's got hundreds and hundreds of views because I guess other people, when they stick that magnet charger up to the 800 or 600, it didn't make a connection. So I just cleaned the 4 little flat dots with a pencil eraser, and boom, it charged up immediately. And then every now and then mine was a little bit hard to turn on. You really had to press the button. But guys, I'm sure I'll get mine back. I'm sure I'm going to be super happy with it. And but yeah, the only people I've heard that had problems have been Fins and Fines. Good morning, Fins and Fines. The Metal Angler. Good morning. Wow, a couple new people in the room. Safe trip, Jim. Wave when you drive through Illinois, excuse me. I just got the 10x5 Coil Tech coil from Philip Myers. First time out, got a 14-karat diamond ring with it. Coil is very accurate in pinpointing. Really enjoyed it. Well, that's cool that you say that, CZ, because I've been reading the, let me go get it. I got the Mind Lab Equinox book, the yellow book they call it, by Andy Savish, and I've been doing a lot of reading on this. I like to thank you, Jason Smith from the Detecting Smith sent this to me as a gift for helping him get his 800. I thank you, Jason. You didn't have to, but I really appreciate it. And I'm telling you, this book is just a treasure trove of information on the Knox, especially considering that they give you a two-sided sheet for the instructions on the Knox, and that's all they give you. Well, I had to get up to get this book, so yeah, I thought I would drop it off. I was just reading the section on the double D coil on the Knox. What I didn't realize is that your straight line in the center, where your double D straight lines come together, both coils run down there, one on each side of the double D. So when you pinpoint and you get over your target and it gives you the solid beep when you pinpoint, it is directly underneath the middle of that coil. They have a little dot on that coil too. So if you put the coil up and down, you wait till that beep goes off, you can actually put an X. And my worst aspect of metal detecting, or my weakest point of metal detecting, is my pinpointing. I can't tell you how many times a day where I dig a hole and there's nothing there, and then I re-sweep it and I'm 2 or 3 inches off because I didn't take the time to pinpoint, or my pinpointing, I'm not good at it. It's the weakest part of my game. So I read this section of this book, and they taught me about how it is directly under that middle part of that coil, and they have that little dot there. So I am now making my X. And guys, I metal detected Wednesday, Thursday, and my accuracy pinpointing was so much better after reading up some things on this. It really, really helped. Oh, yes, Kay, I realize that. And he is a jerk. I dug up some circular discs. 3 of them say circle rubber core, and the other says the gold circle made in USA or Newark, New Jersey. Old common containers from the 50s and 60s. Oh, well, that's cool. Circle Rubber Corporation. That's wild, Weigel. We've all heard of the 3 Merry Widows tins, but I've never heard of those. Very cool. Yeah, I agree, Martin. I'm 2 minutes behind on the chat here, but for me, that's not bad. I know some people that just use their Knox in the water all the time. I just think it's a very small percentage. Thank you very much, honey. Mm-hmm. I just think it's a very, very small percentage. Troy says, I have had problems with my Knox trying to get the charger off of it. Well, the one hint I can give you on that, Troy, is people have told me is unplug it from the wall before you try to get the magnetic part off, because once you unplug it, you're getting rid of the electrical circuit, and it'll make it a little easier for that magnet to pull off. So make sure you unplug it first, Troy. But Troy says, got to run, got to get back to work. That's the only suggestion I can give you guys for getting it off. Sometimes that little magnet makes a really tight connection. Austin says, I've been using 2 tones on the beach. Has anyone else tried using the 2 tones on the Knox? I have not personally, so you can see if anybody here says that, Austin. Charlie, are you going to go check the beach today? Do I need to start driving up there? I have a hack on charging the Knox that works for me. Oh, well, do tell, Mr. Randolph. Sorry I'm late. I pulled a Rob. Man, I get no respect around here, Mr. Dalton. Wow, I'm 1 minute late and I can't hear it. Wow, Mr. Shane's here too. Good morning, Mr. Shane. We got Mr. Knox here, Mr. Troy, my two digging partners, and Denise has been here, and now we got Ohio River history. The other Denise, honey. Her mother-in-law passed away last night. Denise's. They were just over there visiting her like 2 weeks ago. She refused to go to the hospital and she went to bed and died in her sleep. She texted me like at 5 to 9 saying it just happened before the stream. So she came in the stream, said hi to everybody, and said, I can't talk. I got to head to Orlando.
Wow.
Relic Stack Stones, good morning. Yes, Robert, and I've always done about 1 inch to 2 behind that dot because I found if I go right on the dot, I'm missing stuff to the back. So if I move 1 inch or 2 behind that dot, I'm usually dead center in the hole. So my goal, Dalton and I are going out Thursday. I got a 1928 permission that I got a couple weeks ago, and I stopped by the guy's house on Wednesday or Thursday, and I started sweeping, and he came out the backyard, and he says, hey, just do your thing. I'm going to sit out here and eat a sandwich and read my book. He likes sitting out in the shade and reading a book. He didn't care, and then he even moved his chair for me so I could hunt where he was sitting. I showed him every find. He gave me a history on every find. I found my relic of the year, close to, not quite on par with Park Rat Pat's Civil War reunion relic, but it's actually the same year as Park Rat Pat's or similar, and it's an incredible relic, guys. It's a dated relic. It'll be in a video coming up. I'm also going to put it on Facebook. I rarely put things on Facebook, but I'm going to put it there. Not as good as Shane's infantry button, but that was an incredible find, Mr. Shane. I go off the tip to pinpoint, back off over the target until it just picks up the target. There you go. Cynthia says she got her stickers yesterday. Woohoo! Digging Mart, Metal Detecting UK. Welcome from the UK, folks. Like I say, Miss Mandy from Gertie was here, and so we got 2 UK in the house. The Metal Angler, good morning. Yeah, Shane says that a lot of the Knoxes have been flooding lately, and the charging, they have been the 2 downfalls. Yeah, I would say probably they're the 2 weakest parts. Like I say, I use that little eraser, the little eraser hack. Like for those of us boys and maybe a few girls here that had HO trains or O gauge trains when we were little kids and set them up under the Christmas tree and stuff, you always use the eraser tip on the copper or brass railroad lines to get the green off of them and make your train run better. And that's the same tip I did on the Knox, those little charging nibs. Wait, Denise has got my cord right here. Yeah, these two flat pieces here that are your magnets, they turn green sometimes, and then these little nibs here that come in and out, they're the ones that have I guess springs on the back of them. They turn green because they contact with the green on the back of the charging port on the Knox, and then they get that little green corrosion on them. So I just hit these with an eraser, guys, and it takes that green off. And once I do that, I mean, I've plugged it in, had nothing. The second I do that, plug it in, boom, my green light comes right on. My only problem I've had charging is sometimes it'll charge for 7 or 8 hours and it'll never stop blinking. And then you unplug it, wait a half hour, plug it back in, and within a few minutes it goes solid and does it. So I don't know why it doesn't go solid when it's done charging. Oh, and for you folks that know that I am Mr. Procrastinator, and Mr. Late all the time. Denise is in the kitchen going, no. I got out 5 of the 6 prizes this week. They are already mailed out, guys. The same week after I got the prizes announced. I'm waiting on one person's address. I've got their coin right here, and Mr. Troy's hat's up there. I hope I'll see him next week, and I'll get him his hat, and then we'll be done with that one, guys. And then there's a couple dimes I got to get out from a duck race, and we can start our next giveaway. Good coffee, honey. Morning, everyone. Insert your name here because I'm too tasty to life and I haven't had my second cup of coffee. Sean, that is classic. That is classic, putting a blank line in there. Everybody fill your name in right there on the line. Oh, that is great, Sean. I would imagine pinpointing is a lot easier after Dalton cleans out the silver. Well, yes, Martin, it is. Dalton's a fast hunter. I mean, not fast like he rushes things, but he's tall. He's got long legs. He's got that nice smooth stride from a baseball player, and he sweeps, and he can get a lot of holes dug. And yeah, Dalton does not. He's an efficient hunter. But I was saying on this 28 property is I went up and tested it because I didn't want to invite Dalton on it and get permission for a second person to come and then have him get there. And I have a 24 corner lot down the street that I tried myself, and I thought the guy's been living there like 100 years, and I thought for sure this place was going to be a gold mine. I've gotten one Wheatie off a 1924 property, one Wheatie. So here it is a few blocks over. I get a 28 property that's even bigger. So I thought I got like 2 hours before I gotta be someplace, and I thought I'd try it out. 3 Wheaties, including a 17, a foreign coin that I'm not going to describe now because it was a cool find, my relic find of the year, and I've cleaned it up a little bit, but the nastiest Merc dime you've ever seen. I couldn't even see the torch there, guys. I had to clean that. That's cleaned. It was completely gray, and I did show it to the homeowner on this side. He goes, "Oh, that's a Merc dime," and I was like, "Wow, he was a wealth of knowledge. Really nice guy." And I asked him if I could bring my hunting partner, and he said, "Absolutely. You guys can come back anytime." And he says, "I don't need to be here. Just treat my property with respect, and we're good to go." And I'm like, boom. That's right. No peeing in the corner. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be showing that relic soon. My 11-inch CTX coil I can pinpoint easy. Not so on the 17-inch coil. Still learning it. Yeah, Robert. When I got my 15-inch coil for my 705, I mean that thing covers some ground and pulls up some deep targets. But man, it was hard pinpointing with that 15-inch coil. Team Lynch metal detected. Tim and Kathy. See, I said Kate earlier. It's Tim and Kathy. Kimberly Creamer. Wow, just coming in to stop and check out your live stream. Good morning, Miss Kimberly. And Mr. Mike's here, Mallyman Mike 24. Welcome. I watched 2 of his videos this week. Wow, all these people are in here. This is great, guys. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Mike. Mike found the coolest button, guys. It almost has like a glass centerpiece with a design in the center. Really cool. Trickle charge. Yeah, I actually charge mine up on the power packs too. I carry 2 portable power packs with me that. All right, why isn't my phone letting me in? Martin, what is that? Is that a button or a coin, Martin? I just got that from Relic Randolph Recovery, guys. Martin, let us know what that is, because that is wild looking. Oh, it's cool as hell. Yours doesn't do anything right now. Yeah, you're right, Kay. It looks so naked and hanging in the garage, Kay, with no control pod on it. It just looks like a stick with a circle in the end. Yeah, Mike, thanks for clarifying that for us. I'm painting my rocket. No, not sure how to interpret that statement, Mike. Yeah, Kimberly, just don't overdo it. Don't be too hot out there. I actually have three of my crystal lights freezing in the freezer so I can keep stuff cold out there. Nick Haas, good morning, Mr. Nick Haas. Yeah, Cynthia had to go to another state to hunt, so it was a little cooler in West Virginia to have my detector on. Yeah, it's great seeing Nick here this morning. I have to work on getting permissions. I've been kind of shy. Well, Kimberly, I think it's a little different for women. Alex, my old hunting partner, Alex, that moved away, she never really did any on her own. Her husband didn't like her doing that. So when I was ready to say when she hooked up with me, but that would have sounded bad. But when we got together for metal detecting, uh, we did some together, and she did some on the door by herself, and I would just hang down by the street so the person knew there was another person there. Um, I do think women have an advantage as far as I think some people it's harder to say no to a woman for it when they're asking like that. I metal detected with Deej when Deej came down here that time from where she lives, and we went 5 for 5. Deej went 4 for 4 on the same street. She kicked butt asking for permissions. Well, Cynthia, if you hate door knocking, here's some tips for you guys. When you're driving around a neighborhood of old houses, like I was the other day when I got this 28 permission, the guy was out in his front yard sitting in his chair reading a book. It is 10 times easier approaching somebody, maybe 100 times easier, approaching somebody that's in their own yard already, and you're not coming up and knocking on their door. You're just a neighbor that's getting out of the vehicle and saying hi to them, and then they look up so they can check you out the whole time you're walking over to them. And since I happen to get this permission in the neighborhood where I live, I can honestly tell the guy, how you doing, sir? I live like 2, 3 streets over. I'm a local metal detectorist. My name is Rob Clark, and a very avid metal detectorist. And I've talked to a lot of your neighbors and gotten numerous permissions. Let them know that other people in the neighborhood trust you. And I was wondering if I could sweep my metal detector across your yard, look for an old penny, maybe a toy car, or an old relic like that, and they'll give you the yay or nay right there. But if you talk to them and they're outside, you eliminate the whole door knocking part and being some person standing at the door. You're just a person chatting with them in their front yard. And Dalton and I have had so much more success with people out in their yard. It really helps actually get rid of the door knock part. You have to buy a bigger shovel when you get the 7-inch coil that knocks. Well, I just bought the 6-inch coil, which metal detecting with Randy I have not used yet. But when I get my machine back, I will be putting the smaller coil on it. Um, you are okay, I believe so. Um, oh, Mike, I love your streams. Your streams are a blast, buddy. Dirty Money metal detecting. Hey guys, driving to a detecting spot but listening. Well, thank you, Dirty Money. I appreciate that. Kay, I know Dalton and I do a lot of door knocks. Park Rat metal detecting. Well, thank you, Pat. Thank you very much, sir. There are days that I get nervous about door knocking still too, and I'll drive by a house 10 times. Sometimes and other days, for whatever reason, I get fired up and I'm like, that's it. I'm going to get out there and get door knocks. If they say no, it's like selling insurance. If they say no, you move on to the next one. Why go? Churches are better than regular doors because churches almost feel an obligation to be stewards of the community, and somebody coming knocking on their door asking permission is always a possible future church member. So Dalton and I have probably gone 15 out of 20 for churches. Yes, there has been a couple. Dalton's got a great story on the one lady that some new age lady that took over an old church building, and and when Dalton knocked and he gave her the spiel, she said, "Oh no, those are God's coins in the ground, and God wants them to be there." And Dalton's like, "Okie dokie, I'm out of here." Beautiful today, sunny and low humidity. Oh, Mike, wouldn't we just love that? We got about another 3 months before we're going to get that. I got 18 rockets ready to go, 50 engines on standby. I didn't even know you did rockets, Mike. Good morning, Mr. Frankie. It was 90 degrees the last 14 days, so the weather broke for Mike. That's great, Mike. I don't mind 90 degrees. It's when they combine it with 50, 70. Hey, come down here, Nick. It's 90 degrees with 90% humidity. I mean, just unloading your equipment out of the truck, you're already sweating. Michael Bell. Good morning, Michael Bell. Good morning from New York City. Very cool. Now we have New York in the house. Very cool. Mike says, I whip it out when I door knock, a 1 ounce copper round. Now, Mike, do you offer that to people? Do you, yeah, tell us, Mike. Do you offer that to people as an incentive to get them to door knock, or is it something you just show them that? I'm curious, Mike. Nick, somebody was just telling us they did. Yes, somebody somebody was just telling us, and they said they've already found a 14-karat gold ring with it. A new way of getting permissions. Anyone that comes to my door and tries to sell me something, I ask if they would mind me knocking on the door and ask if their address. At least then we've met. Sean, not a bad idea. It helps if you dress like a missionary. Good morning, Mr. Reed. There you go, Nick. There you go. That's another idea. I bet you Deeds would use that idea, Nick. I start with I'm trying not to sell you anything. Well, that's a good point to make. That way it puts people at ease, but you're actually selling yourself. And yes, I know that's different than trying to push a product on them. Oh, I did one live stream. Okay, always. So is that what you give them as a gift for letting you do that? I try and send out a thank you note, like a thank you postcard, or give them a scratch off lottery ticket. And I know Mike's real big on scratch off lottery tickets. Robert says, I just saw a flash of lightning out of the corner of my eye. Sky turned dark and winds just kicked up. Yeah, that sounds like every day here. I know I'm 5 minutes behind. I'm trying to get caught up right now. I always wanted the 6-inch coil from my lab, but I think the coil tech elliptical is the one I would get. Already have the 17-inch. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Nick, like I say, I know the people that use the 6-inch, Nick, they swear by it. Dalton swears by it. Troy got one first. Dalton tried it, put it on his machine. He immediately went out and bought one because he found 2 Silver War nickels with it that day. And then I finally got one. So Troy, Dalton, and I all have one. Kimberly says, I just bought the 6-inch coil. I wanted the Coitech, but it's really not readily available. Well, Kimberly, good thing you got the 6-inch. I got the only 6-inch coil in the state of Florida. I had to call 5 places. And finally, the place we used to hold our metal detecting club meetings, a sporting goods store, they said, we have one left in stock. And I said, I'm 40 minutes from you guys. My name's Robert. Please hold it. And I drove down there, and the guy handed it to me when I walked in the door. Why go? I always thought it was a 15-inch too, but somebody told me they have it. Whimsy Maker. Good morning, Whimsy Maker. Oh, okay. It is 15-inch. All right. This Southern California boy is not used to this kind of weather on the East Coast. Well, that's true. It changes on a dime. Wow, Mike says my 6-inch coil set up with the machine weighs 2 pounds 7 ounces. Wow, that's interesting, Mike, because I was just reading that the Knox with the standard coil weighs 2.96 pounds. So you're actually saving another several ounces with that 6-inch coil. And I'll tell you, after using my 705 with that monster 15-inch nail coil on it for a hunt with Dalton, and then taking it to the beach after one of my meetings, when I borrowed a buddy's Equinox to go hunt with the Grony boys, it was like having a feather in my hand. Sean says, does this smell like chloroform? A little more than 2.2 pounds. That is great, Mike. You can swing all day with it. Yes, you can. And that's what Dalton and Troy tell me. Oh, you got the carbon shaft. Yeah, see, Dalton's got the Detect Edge shaft. I think I'm set for right now. Well, Sean, at least you didn't door knock with a loaded 9mm in your hand. And that's all I'm saying about that. Wow, I need to put the ceiling fan on. This coffee's making me hot. Oh. Did you hear that? Mr. Moreland's here. We let him sleep in for an hour, guys, from 9 to 10, and he's up at 10. Thanks, Mr. Moreland. Everybody knows to go hit Mr. Moreland's channel at 11:30 for his phenomenal stream with his co-host, Tripwire. So 8 a.m. here. Okay, so you're 2 hours behind us. All right. Yeah, that's pretty early to be up if you're not a morning person. And God, everybody knows I am not a morning person. But I was up at 6 o'clock to go to the Clearwater Beach last Monday. I hunted Clearwater Beach twice in one day, and that's a 30-mile drive for me, guys. I was there from 8 to noon in the morning, came home, took my father-in-law to the doctor's, came home. Yes, I admit I took a nap, and then I was back there from 8 p.m. till 3 in the morning on Clearwater Beach Monday. Try swinging the 30-30. It's 5.2 pounds, but it's very balanced. Do you have the harness for that, Rob? Because I know some people that use that, put that strap on. Marlon says I'm up. Plugs for Day says it's 7 o'clock his way. Wow, he's even further out in the west. I tried 7:30, but I needed a snooze. Well, you're perfectly fine, sir. Thank God coffee's done, Reed says. I know, Reed. I'm already on my second cup.
Yes or no to egg cereal?
Oh, this is awesome, people. Absolutely awesome. We got people in here in the morning. We got people in here from New York. We got people in here from the UK. Rob said strap on. Okay, Beavis. He said ass. Alrighty, guys, I got to show you something I found. If Martin is still in here. Alrighty, guys, I was out metal detecting a small yard the other day where I've taken silver and Wheaties out of and a relic. And I got a perfect 28, 29, 30 signal on the Knox for a quarter. And I brought it up. I picked it up out of the dirt. I said, okay, we got a quarter. And then I brought it up to read it, and there was nothing on it. And I flipped it over, and there's nothing on the other side. And then I looked at it closer, and it has a reeded edge like a quarter. So I am going to show you folks. Here is a brand new 2021 quarter. Okay, I'm going to zoom this in, so my face is going to go fuzzy because I want that to be zoomed in. There is the reeded edge on that, guys. And there is that smooth disc. And yes, it is as smooth as it looks on that camera picture. There is one side and there is the other side. It is super, super smooth. There is no reeded, there's no edge, raised edge. And it's not been sanded to where the thing's off. It's just smooth like a blank planchet. Now, I thought this was maybe a misprint and it was a blank planchet because it's got the reeded edge for the quarter on it. You can see the reeds there, guys. But I weighed it. A quarter weighs 5.6 grams and this weighs 6.4 grams. So it is almost a gram heavier than a regular quarter. So I was showing this to some coin guys in a chat the other day in a live stream. They let me come on and show this. And they all think this is a slug to use in vending machines. Oh, don't I wish it was a large cent, Robert? But there you go. It's the exact same size as a quarter. It's got the quarter reeds, edge reeds, but they came to the conclusion that they think it's a slug. So, and there we go. I'm back in focus now. Plugs for days. I had the stock roll for the Knox 800 and honestly don't think I'll get the 15-inch. Plugs for days. I was going to get the 15-inch first because Troy and Dalton had the little one, and I thought this way we'll all have all three coils. But they basically said we love this 6-inch so much that they convinced me to get the 6-inch as opposed to the big one. And I'll be honest with you now, I don't see any need for the big one either. That 11-inch coil, I think that 11-inch coil is perfect for the Knox, especially when you come from the 705 that had an 8.5-inch coil. This is so much bigger, but yet it's not too big. Yeah, well, that one's probably a blank planchet, Frankie. I found one of those coin roll hunting, which is a pretty rare find, but I've never seen one with a quarter, and I've never seen one where the whole coin's smooth, but yet you've got the reeded edge put on just like it's a real quarter. Hey, Rob, why do you use StreamYard? So I could have other people come in here. Why, are you trying to get in, Pat? Oh, see, hold on. I forgot to post a link. There you go, sir. Yeah, just for you, Pumpkin. Went out yesterday morning and scored tons of wheat pennies, no silver. Hey, I don't care. Tons of wheat pennies, a good day. If I can come home with a 100-year-old wheat penny, it's a great day. For big beaches, I like the 15-inch. Yeah, that's what I would use it for, Austin, is on the sand to cover a lot more ground with that 15-inch. Because I would think it doesn't add too much weight. Why would a slug be reeded? The only thing I can think of, Dirty Money, is so that the machine read it as a quarter, so it wasn't coming in as a smooth edge thing. Maybe, I don't know if these vending machines have the ability to reject it if it doesn't have a reeded edge. So that's the only thing I think they. Well, because dimes and quarters are the only ones with reeded edges. Pennies, nickels, and nickels don't have reeded edges. Nick says the 15-inch coil is great for covering lots of ground, and you do get an extra inch of depth. Well, there you go. There's another good reason. I have found, now I'm not talking other beaches, Mr. Charlie with that 3-foot cut was able to find all those silver coins, but Clearwater Beach is not an old beach as far as finding old coins. And I have only dug one really old ring there, and that was actually a ring that somebody buried. They literally buried that. It wasn't one that was lost. It was actually buried, and it was over a foot deep, and it turned out to be a copper ring. But so Clearwater Beach is not the kind of beach where you would need the 15-inch coil to go deep because it's not a deep beach. But if you got an old grounds beach, yeah, that could make a difference. Wow, you even get a tone every 20 minutes. I mean, clean as a whistle. At least this Tillamook Beach. The 17 coil in the water floats, which I don't like. Yeah, see that? And that's where I think I've already heard that Gigmaster has broken a 17-inch coil from the ears because when you're swinging that through the water underneath, it's got so much resisting, it's putting pressure, and he snapped the ears on those 17-inch coils. Montana treasure hunter here this morning. Stop in to say hi on a weekend trip with the family, taking the kids to the zoo. Well, that is way cool. Good deal. Yeah, Nick, I could see where it's a little harder to pinpoint that 15-inch. Cynthia says she hears the Thugman.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes, she does. Come here.
Actually, we should ignore him.
We're ignoring him. Denise is in the kitchen, so he thinks he should be fed. Thugman.
Here he comes.
Come here. Come here, Thug.
He's coming too, because I think you have a treat.
Yeah, but she won't let me. She won't let me pick her up.
I'll get him.
See it my way one. Mr. Shane has made our Sunday morning stream. Thank you, Mr. Shane.
See, when you go, that means you're going to give him something.
Phone is not letting me join in. See if someone else will come up. Shane, you want to pop in? Either Shane. Shane, see it my way, or Shane, Ohio River History. Who is Thugman? Well, now you have to bring me Thugman, honey.
I will.
We have Shane from Ohio River History, and we have Shane from See It My Way 1. There we go. Denise is going to be bringing me Thugman in a minute. And we call him Thugman because he picks on his sister. Oh, we're both getting treats this morning. Come here.
But I want my treat.
Nick, this is Thugman. This is all 18 pounds of Thugman. He has a 7-pound sister, and he picks on her all the time. So that's why we call him Thugman. You're on TV. That's you there. Yeah. All right.
My treat.
He says, I want my treat. All right, that's Thugman. 18 pounds. Yes, he's a heifer. He's a big boy, all right.
He's a thick boy.
That's not all fluff. There's some meat to go with that fluff. Cynthia says, but he's such a pretty bully. Yes, he is, Cynthia.
I have another video posting in a few minutes.
Denise puts cats videos on Facebook all the time. Wow, what a big cat, Howard says. Ohio River History, you want to come in? Or Frankie? Or even Mr. Marlin? Honey, I actually see some sunshine on Clearwater Beach. And there's actually a dozen or two people there.
Fred fled, so everybody's good.
Fred fled, Denise says. Well, he's heading to Charlie, digging it back. Wow, honey, they both woofed that stuff down.
Yeah.
Those treats in that bowl didn't last long, I'll tell you that. It's hard finding something they both like.
He ate a potato chip yesterday.
My stickers arrive on the 17th. We'll get to mailing out all the prizes I held off on for sending my peeps some stickers too. Very cool. Charlie asked me to put a sticker in with his prize, so I did. And then I put a sticker in with the main prize to Jan Lewitt, or who won my giveaway.
Somebody didn't want a dime, they wanted stickers instead.
Yeah, that was Charlie. Yeah, Jan Lewitt got the sticker too with his $50. It almost cost me more for shipping than it did for the silver prizes, guys, because I had. Hey, Mr. Shane is there. There's our other Shane. Oh, okay. Yes.
What's going on, Rob?
How you doing, sir?
Oh, trying to do a little bit of work on a Sunday. You seem like you could use a little assistance. So
yeah, it's a fast stream. I made sure I wore my Bucks hat and my Bucks shirt today, so people can't say that I'm a fair weather friend, even though Shane's Cincinnati Bengals kicked our ass last night.
Did you like that comment? That they better hurry up and get Brady out there before he breaks his hip?
He played 3 plays.
I know, and was on his ass.
Yeah, I tell you something. You said that, and as soon as he got knocked on his ass, I got nervous. I'm like, please get up. Just please get up.
I mean,
And he did. He jogged
really,
off the field, and I said, that's enough. He's done for the night.
I was really surprised he even took a snap last night, considering he's coming off that surgery.
Maybe he wanted to test it. And I'll tell you, when I watched Blaine Gabbert throw all those passes high over the middle, and they got tipped, and we had those 3 interceptions. I mean, that ball just kept bouncing up in the air, and I'm like, I did. Denise just said it. We're having Winston flashbacks. I'm like, that's what the hell he did all the time. That's why he's not with the team anymore. You can't be throwing that shit over the middle into a crowd.
Nah, it's okay. It's only preseason. It doesn't much matter. But I was really surprised they let him play.
That's true. All right, Mr. Scott Jarvie. Good morning, sir. Hello, Rob. I have a giveaway video up for a metal detector. Holy smokes. Guys, go check out Scott Jarvie's page. He was another winner in my giveaway. He actually won 2nd place. Scott, you won the Standing Liberty Quarter, buddy, with the date. So as soon as I get Scott's address, I will get his winning coin off. But he is running a giveaway, guys, giving away a metal detector. Wow. Wow. Go check that out, folks. Ohio River History. Heck yeah. That'll get you motivated fast in the morning.
I tell you what, metal detector giveaways, that'll get you some views on it.
Yes, it will. That'll get you fired up. You betcha, Scott. We'll let people know that.
You know, I was hoping your buddy Pat would make it in.
He tried. He says his phone's for some reason not letting him on this morning.
Can you type?
He sent me a smart-ass comment saying, hey, Rob, why do you use StreamYard? And that's when I realized he was meaning it's so other people could join in, moron. Put the link up. And then I put the link up, and then he went, oh, my phone's not accepting it.
Well, you know what? I just realized that I was not subscribed to Mr. Scott Jarvie, and that surprised me.
Wow.
But
Mr. Marlin is Johnny on the spot there. He's put his link up. So everybody right there, Mr. Marlin has got Scott Jarvie's link up.
He's the man.
He is the man. Marlin is the man. So Scott says he just got off the beach, got 2 rings and an earring. Well, that's better than me, Scott. I spent 13 hours on Clearwater Beach the other day and got 2 earrings. And I came home almost with as many Corona extra bottle caps than I did coins. And I wasn't even digging deep bottle caps. I said, I'm going to ignore every 13, 14, 15 signal that's more than 6 inches deep, because not 99% of the time, but 100% of the time, that is a deep bottle cap that the people dig intentionally and bury just so they don't have to walk to the freaking garbage can. Oh, somebody's fired up now that you gave him a treat. He's got the zoomies. As he crashes into a box.
Well, I
heard USPS is raising their shipping rates, and they're also delaying a lot of mail starting in October. I heard that the first class is going from what, 55 to 57, Denise? Yeah, Denise says they're raising their first class stamp up a couple cents, and usually they raise everything else up. Frankie says he's a Jacksonville fan this year now that they have Trevor Lawrence Clemson. Yeah. Well, Shane's the man to talk to about that.
Yeah, I'm the whole deal with Mr. Lawrence out there. I think he's going to have a rough first season. I think Jacksonville is going to be high on the draft pick for next year.
Mr. AZ Mort's in the room, putting his channel up. Thank you for being here. Welcome. We're back up to 29 folks in the stream. Appreciate it, folks.
Heck yeah.
But
I think that's pretty good for a Sunday morning. Before everybody gets up and about. Usually everybody lays around bed early on Sundays and nobody's out and about. But this crowd in here is getting pretty awesome early on Sunday.
It is, and we had over 40 here last week because of if you were in the stream when I picked the silver, I threw you in an extra silver coin. So three people that won last week were in the stream, and 2 others had just left the stream. So yeah, I mailed out extra dimes with the prizes this week. So yeah, it got the views way up.
You know,
silver's right up there with metal detectors, I guess.
I know, right, man? Silver is always a good prize. I don't know if you can see or not, but I got something yesterday, and
We can see it.
and I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what it is. But it looks like now that it's some kind of a brooch pin, but it's got like a Roman emperor on it. But I can't seem to find anything that matches it anywhere. And I've been looking all morning for it, and I can't
That
find
is
it.
way cool.
It is. I thought it was going to be a largie when I pulled it out of the ground because the way it was positioned in the dirt, and then I realized it had slots in it. But it's got a Roman emperor looking guy on there, maybe Greek. First, I thought it was Egyptian, but it's not. It's some Roman guy, but I cannot find it. So if anybody has anything that can help me figure this one out, I sure would appreciate it.
Try ID me on Facebook. I get such good results there, Shane.
I'm writing it down.
Oh yeah, I know the other Shane's a Steelers fan. I definitely know that. And Pat did call the winners. Pat called 3 winners. Everybody was saying Pat needed to go out and buy a lottery ticket the other day.
Yeah, no doubt. Shoot, I needed to go out and buy a lottery ticket. I couldn't believe I won something.
Yep, your coin's on the way, and you got the coin from the last
I know that.
giveaway. He's got 2 silvers on the way to him, guys. Frankie, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Marlon, as soon as I get off here, I'll send you a picture. I'm on my phone today. I can't use my work network will not let me use my webcam for office stuff. So I can only use it when they want me to.
Yes, I can see the work shirt on now.
Yeah, I know. I usually hide the logo.
Had to hide the logo, okay.
But normally I'm not worried about it today. I'm only going to be on here for just a little bit to kind of help you bridge the gap.
Uh-oh, AZ Mort says he won a magnet kit this week. Oh, man, I enter every magnet when I can. I'm dying to get a magnet. Well, I had 2 magnets, but they're now sitting in the Gulf of Mexico where one I threw and forgot to hold in because I was looking at a girl in a bikini, and I was throwing that to get the one that hung up on a rock that I lost. So if my neighbor ever lets me use his kayak, I'm going magnet fishing for my 2 magnets.
Yeah, Mike, I'm a facility operations manager here. We have a riverboat, 608 rooms, and I handle all the maintenance and scheduling for all the vendors, for all the the chillers, the boilers, anything to do with maintenance on this property, I'm responsible for.
Wow, I didn't realize you guys had that many rooms. I thought you were mainly a casino. I didn't realize you were a hotel casino too.
Yeah, we also have almost 150,000 foot of meeting space, square foot in a whole area. A full Tom Fazio golf course. We have everything here.
Yes, Austin, I would agree with that. It seems like most of your losses, Rob, comes from girls in bikinis. It did that day, that's for sure. All right, now let's get on to Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter. Please don't forget about our 500 subscriber giveaway. We're still short on subs. Prize, the United States quarter set with display case. Guys, I don't have my iPad in front of me, but he sent me a beautiful picture of that state, that display case. It's got 56 quarters, which includes the 50 states and the 6 USA territories. It is a beautiful display case, guys. So let's get Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter. I saw several people here say they did not realize they were not subscribed to Scott Jarvie, so they went over and subscribed. So I know Scott's already gotten several new subscribers from you folks this morning. So thank you very much. Yeah, I figured Cynthia would think that was funny. Okay, guys, going to get my leg wet. Uh-oh, is Shane getting in the water? Mr. Shane Kubat looks like he's going to be getting and doing some river hunting this morning, guys. Well, Shane, you have a great day, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Mike, I guess works at a casino too here. Same two hotels, golf course, and 3 casinos. Very nice, Mike.
Yeah, I was just having a nice conversation, or starting the part of that, because heck, the whole backup power thing is super important when you have a riverboat like we got here. So yeah, a small world, right?
Yeah, Sean, I got to agree with you there. Girls in bikinis, number one cause of lost magnets and divorces. Yeah. Denise says I can look. Denise says I can look all I want. I just can't touch. Or drool and embarrass her. Yeah, she says no drooling with her standing there next to me.
Hey, hey, look, Rob, there's another magnet getting ready to be given away at 500 for AZ. So,
boom, AZ's on a roll, man. It's BC Treasure Trails here this morning. Good morning, BC.
what's up, Jason?
Yeah, Marlon, you do a stream in a bikini, buddy. I guarantee you'll have more people in that chat room than you've ever had in there before. I guarantee that because I will be texting everybody telling them to get into your chat.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to stay very long, bro. That's that might be hard to look at for the long
Just
period.
long enough to snap a picture, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, you were never going to catch me on Clearwater Beach in a Speedo, okay? That just ain't going to happen. Oh. There you go, getting close to 500 subscribers, doing a magnet fishing kit. Yeah, I want a nice, I don't want to go too crazy. I want like a 400 pounder. I don't want one of these crazy 1,000 pounders or 500. I had a 250, and that was strong enough. I actually brought up an 8-foot rebar out of the Gulf of Mexico one time, and that brought up the rebar. And I didn't have my truck that day, so I set the rebar down along the edge of the parking boat ramp where the trucks parked for the boats, and came back to pick it up that evening. And somebody else went, "Hey, that's a nice piece of rebar," and that baby was gone.
81 Tidewater says 81 subs away from a 1,200 Brute Box giveaway.
Boom! Everybody's just moving right up here.
I'm telling you, it's back to that whole community vibe. Once you start interjecting all the different communities and getting people in your streams from other areas, it grows exponentially for people. So that's
well,
really
you know
cool.
what? You're exactly right, Shane. I started hanging out in some metal magnet fishing streams, and Tidewater and Brockton and those guys that know me, they tell the other guys in the stream, "Hey guys, this is Rob. He does metal detecting. He's got some cool videos. He finds some cool stuff like we do." And then you get done the stream and you're up another 3, 4, 5 people. I go visit crafting with Miss Gertie. I BS with her lady friends that she's crafting with. A couple of them are like, "Ooh, he lives in Florida. We've never been to Florida, but we love the beaches." And they come over and they subscribe and they watch my beach videos. Boom, you're growing your community from areas that you didn't expect to, and that's how we all need to grow our channels, guys.
That I can't agree more. That's I'm trying to.
There he is right there. Tidewater's here. Boom. Good morning, Tidewater.
What's up, Jacob? But that's the whole thing. I've been trying to figure out a way to space my guests, go metal detecting, magnet fishing, and then this week is prospecting.
See, and that's something I would love to. I'd be happy to see that because I've never done that, but I've always wanted to.
That was a blast. We had so much fun at Ed Marvin Flash in Your Pans get together this spring or early summer. It was an absolute blast, and all the guys there were fantastic. One of the guys that we met there was Benzo, and that's my guest this coming Thursday. And he's a wildly intelligent guy, knows how to find gold in North Carolina. I think we're going to have a great time.
That's awesome. And I'll tell you something. I don't know, you and I are not Tom Cruise and we're not anything special, but I don't know why, but your stream that had me as a guest has gotten thousands of views. I haven't figured out why. And then our detecting video, when you came to Tampa and you hunted with Troy and I, and we did those 2 permissions and we all got silver, I have well over 400 views on that. That is my highest rated dirt fishing video in a long time. I don't know why, but maybe people know us from our streams or whatever, but boom, both the ones that we did together have gotten a lot of views.
I know. That's why, keep riding that wheel, man. We'll just keep hanging out together. How's that?
There you go. Reed says, "My wife says I get my appetite outside as long as I stay at home and eat at home." There you go, Reed.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, 1 second. So anyway, I was just wanting to, since we're chit chatting this morning, anybody that normally comes over on Thursday wants to pay attention. But Nick did a channel name change on his channel. So in case you see it, it's TION exclamation point C, because he wanted something that became searchable. And lo and behold, he's right here with me today.
Well, very cool.
But he had to change it because he couldn't, because nobody could search his channel and find him. So it got kind of hard. So he had to come up with something just to make him a little bit more searchable, because that's the #1 complaint that he received. So he did something that if you search it in the search bar, it comes up pretty quick. So
there you go. See, good ideas. Wygo real quick asked me if I tried using the ugly box on that ugly dime. One, no, I don't have an ugly box. And everybody's going to yell at me when I say this. I know I'm going to get flack right here. I will tell you what I use to clean this dime. I take a toothbrush with a little bit of Comet and dish soap on there, and I scrub it with Comet and dish soap. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're going to scratch the shit out of it." Guys, it is so worn, I can't even read a date on it. So yeah, that dime is not going to be worth anything more than constitutional silver. And I wanted to at least get it enough that when you see it at my club meeting, you realize it is silver and not just some gray blob laying there. But no, I do not have an ugly box. I would love to get one. I just found a box that had my horseshoe in it and my one railroad spike that I found. And it's been sitting in the spare bedroom in a box for over 3 years. And I went to pick them up, guys, and all the corrosion just fell off them down to the base metal. I was extremely happy about this. And Kay said she wouldn't go hunting in a bikini. CK, if you did that great dance around the fire in a bikini, nobody would scratch your eyes out. We'd all be watching that, because your fire dance was freaking awesome.
I had a good time with that one.
As soon as somebody told me about that, I had to go right over and watch that. Tom says, "Hey, Rob, I have a 500-pound magnet, but I only have a 40-foot rope." Very nice, Tom. Thank you. I'll put my email in here. If anybody wants to do a sticker exchange, I'm putting my email in now. I mailed out a couple stickers this week, too. I mailed out one to Miss Gertie. So I mailed out my stickers to England, and she's going to send me some of hers, guys.
Yep, Marlon, that's it. Tyon exclamation point C.
Kay, Dalton and I, Kay says, "I'll stick to metal detecting and eventually bottle digging, dump digging, creek walking." I have never gone creek walking, and I've never dug a bottle dump. We've run into some doing local residential properties, Kay, but I have a 24 house or 22 house in Tampa. You guys haven't even seen it yet because I'm behind on my videos, but Dalton and I have hit it 3 times. We have found a lot of good stuff. You guys will be liking some of the rare finds coming out of this place. Very historical home. Come to find out, the town's mayor lived there at one time, and the owner of the largest dairy in Tampa Bay lived there in the 20s and 30s. And yes, we are finding some dairy-related items, relics. And we found out that there's a bottle dump on the property. I have pulled up a Noxzema bottle. I pulled up a really large compact about the size of a softball that was a powder puff that you put those big, huge. I remember my mom having one in the 60s, the whole big powder puff thing. And Dalton got a silver thimble out of that. So she was giving us permission to set up a 10x10 canopy over that bottle dump area. And she was allowing us to dig a 4 to 5 foot wide hole and go 4 to 5 foot deep. And she's allowing us to dig up her entire yard and do a bottle dump dig. So, Kay, if you want to drive over from Texas and help us with our first bottle dump, we'd love to have you.
Bottle dumps are fun, but they can be work. You just got to be real easy and careful.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I think. I got some probes that we can put in, so we're hopefully not breaking some bottles. And but yeah, she's telling us we can dig a big huge hole. So I'm bringing a canopy. We're setting up a folding table for the finds. We're bringing lots of cold drinks in the cooler. Hell, we might even order pizza that day.
Yeah, right on. That sounds like a good time. Teresa's treasure hunting. Miss Kay is in Longview, Texas.
Good morning, Miss Teresa. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, Reed. It's your coin. You clean it how you want. Thank you, Reed. Now, if I had Park Rat Pat's 41 over 42 Murph, you can bet your ass I'd be real careful with that.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to skedaddle here in a second, Rob. But I did want to say that my mystery find that I wasn't going to discuss, that you already talked about. The video for that comes out on Monday, but I hope to see everybody over.
Buddy, I'm sorry. I thought you already put that out.
No, not yet. It comes out Monday. That's okay. And then
That's all right. There's 28 people here. They won't say nothing.
I know they won't. You
have
know what?
28 people now that are going to be dying to see that video, Shane.
It's not. It's the thing of it is, it's not normal. It's definitely a very rare type button like that. So it's still well worthwhile. But you know what we've been doing on Monday nights? I go on at 9. Mine comes on at 9, and then we generally jump off of mine and we all raid. We dig its premiere at about 9:15 every Monday. So we've been having a lot of fun between 9 and 10 o'clock on Mondays. So I'm going to jump off and get back to work. Thanks for letting me come up for a little bit today and hang out. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks, and thanks for helping out and giving us some info on some channels.
So, yeah. But I will see you soon. And Marlon, I'll send you that picture, and hopefully I'll be able to see you at 11:30, buddy.
All right, we'll see you can stop and say hi Monday night, Shane.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. All right. Good guy right there, guys. His daughter, Alex, has a stream on Thursday nights after Shane's. Shane does his Thirsty Thursdays. And then after he's over, his daughter, Alex, has a channel called It's in the Blood, meaning sports is in the blood, because her and Shane are big sports people. And she does a sports talk live stream. And I go in there on Thursday nights late, and she always busts my cojones over Tom Brady, because she's not a Tom Brady fan. Kelly Crawford, good morning. Just saw you were on and hope your day is going well. Kelly, our day is going great, so thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping in, Kelly. Mr. Swifty still here. Thank you, Swifty. Still trying to get the melted solo Rolos out of my head. Yeah, that was an interesting comment there. So guys, there's a lot of good channels out there. Scott's having a giveaway. AZ Mort's having a giveaway. Thank you, Marlon. God, he's fast. That's the Shane's daughter's channel, guys. It's in the blood. I know it sounds very goth, but it's actually a sports talk channel. Tidewater's throwing his out there. I've been watching him in Brockton, and a couple of the other new something duo with daughter. I just watched one of their magnet fishing. She found her first knife magnet fishing. And giveaways galore. That's us. I'm going to have a new giveaway coming up next week, guys. It's going to be my 2020 giveaway, like the TV show. You got 60 minutes, and then you had that show, what was it, 2020? I'm going to be doing a 2020 giveaway. You guys will find out why. Kimberly says, I will be in Texas and Oklahoma next month hunting some cool properties. I will send finds, pics to Park Rat Pat. No YouTube channel for me yet. Well, that's cool, Kimberly. Pat would love to put them on his channel. You and Pat seem to have a really good time when you guys go out there. So I really appreciate you being here this morning. And you have been really kicking butt with some of your finds lately, including your silver. Guys, even though she may not do videos of her own, check her out, give her a sub. And she is Park Rat Pat's sometimes hunting partner, now that Dennis is up in New York. Daddy and daughter. Thank you, Kay. Teresa says, I love giveaways. We all love giveaways, Teresa. I had a couple people that entered mine late, the 1,200 sub. They were asking during the stream, can I still enter? And I'm like, no, we ran it for exactly one. We run our giveaways for exactly 7 days. So we try and start them either Sunday or Monday, so they end on Saturday and Sunday, so they end on the weekend. So people that have been working all week have time to see them on the weekend before they end. And there were two of my longtime subscribers that couldn't get in on them, but I didn't want to slight the other people by letting people in after they closed. So I told them, this was the 1,200. We're going to have the 1,300 subscriber giveaway coming up real soon. So just enter that one when it pops up. There you go, Kimberly. There's an invite. Thank you, Teresa. You have to see Kimberly if you're anywhere near Kay. I don't know who's in Oklahoma though. But well, guys, I didn't know if I wanted to bring up the 800 and the 600 and the water problems, and everybody kind of seemed to have brought those in, and we started talking about it. And that was it'd be really interesting to find out how many people in the chat in the group use the Knox 6 or 800. Yet you're at not 2.5K. I'm at 2.05. I'm at 2,050, not 2,500. But I know, Kay, I'm way behind. But that means you can look forward to 7 more silver giveaways, Kay. And other giveaways like my 2020, my Jaro coins, and stuff like that. Teresa says she has a Knock 800. Kelly says she has 2 detectors, but no motivation to go alone. Well, I can understand that, Kelly. Alex never liked going, my old digging partner, Alex, she never liked going out too much alone. It made her a little nervous, so she mainly just did a park near her house, and I happened to be doing that park near her house, and she was driving home, and she saw a guy detecting her park, and she's like, oh my God, another detective's in our area. And she stopped, and she walked up, and she very politely introduced herself to me, and she saw that I was using an Equinox, and she that's what she had just bought, and we hit it off right away. And she started going out with me, and she started doing her first door knocks with me. She started getting her first old coins with me. She got her first Indian with me and Dalton, and that was great. Robert says he has 2 detectors, the Knox 800 and the Bounty Hunter. Okay, Robert has a CTX. Swifty has an 800. Cynthia says an 800. I also pulled the trigger on dig stock and updates New York. Will be my first time to New England. Wow, Kimberly, you're going to be all over. You have a 600 that's still in the box. That's sacrilege. Teresa has an 800. Okay, so there are a lot of Knox users here. I'm going to be coming out with 2 Knox videos soon. Yeah, I'm going to be doing 2 videos, guys, coming out on the Equinox coming out soon. Wow, Teresa says she's going to dig stock too. There's 2 people already that have announced they're going to dig stock. And Kay's got the 800 with a thumbs up. Kelly says, I live in a small retirement town, mostly elderly, so I can say no one here detects, and I don't drive either. Oh, okay. Now, if you're a small retirement town, even if they're only 40s or 50s house, Kelly, you can find a lot of great stuff in 40s and 50s houses, because you got to remember, a lot of us carry change in our pocket that's 30, 40 years old. It's very easy for me to have a 60s or 70s penny in my house, in my pocket. So that's 50, 60 years old. So if somebody in 1940 had a 40-year-old penny, you can find a 1909 Wheatie. You might even be able to find an Indian in that 40s house. I actually found a Indian on a 1958 property. Blew my mind. So, and then on another 58 property, I found a 1915 Wheatie. So yeah, you can find coins 30, 40 years older than the property you're on. My 16 property, I got a Indian. So, well, Kelly, I've got a door knocking video out called "Can You Door Knock in the Time of COVID?" It's been very well received, and we were talking earlier before you came in the stream about how it's a lot easier, especially if you're on foot, to approach one of your neighbors if they're already out in their yard. It eliminates the whole door knock, walking up to people's doors. Just talk to them out in the yard like you're a neighbor. Kay says, I hope with all the attendees there, I can see you two up there if you've watched any of the collab videos I've been with. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kay loves collabs, guys. She drove all the way from Texas here to Florida. Lots of history in my town. I have old pictures I found from my town from the horse and buggy days. I live at my dad's. He won't let me rip up his yard. What? What, Kelly? You're a metal detector, so he won't even let you do your yard? Wow. Tell Dad he's got to get in here. We got to talk to Dad. For those of you wondering why Cynthia's got to kill the generator, Cynthia and her husband live in a beautiful large motorhome. But yes, Kay drove all the way to Texas and hunted with Park Rat Pat and myself here in Tampa Bay area of Florida. Yeah, oh yeah, you definitely got an old town then, Kelly. You're definitely older than 40s or 50s. Teresa, everybody wants to come to Florida. And if I ever answer my email on my Facebook page, I can hunt with some people that contact me that I don't read my email in time. And Marty, like me, showing his age, I've been to Lake Champlain back in '69. Marty, you might be older than me then. Anybody that comes to Florida, anywhere within a 2-hour drive to me, I will definitely go meet to go hunt with. Miss Deeds was here visiting her friend over on the East Coast, visiting her brother, and she says, I've always wanted to hunt the old towns around Orlando area. There's a lot of nice old cow towns around Orlando, and she drove about an hour, and I drove 2 hours and met Miss Deeds, and like I say, we went door knocking, and her and I went 5 for 5 that day door knocking in the old section of the town, historic town. I pulled out 2 Mercs that day, and Kay pulled out Deej pulled out a really cool suspender relic that had the date on it, the patent date on it. So we had a good day. Mike says he was here in '69. I didn't even live here then, Mike. Oh, Marty says he was 6. Okay, that's about how old I was in '69, Marty. I was 7. Do you go to the Florida event? Yes, Teresa. I was at both Florida Hunt 6 and Florida Hunt 7. I got to meet a lot of cool people. I met Kay at Florida Hunt 6. I met Cynthia at Florida Hunt 7. I got to meet, Florida Hunt 7 was way bigger because Florida Hunt 6 was such a success. And then when Florida Hunt 7 came out, it was one of the first hunts that was on after COVID. Almost all the big national hunts had canceled. But COVID was kind of, I don't want to say declining, but it was kind of under control here in Florida. So Greg decided to go ahead with Florida Hunt 7 since it was the big fundraiser for the charity organization, the veterans organization he did it for. So Florida Hunt 7 was a huge success. There was somewhere between 150 and 200 people. And we all had a meet and greet at a local sports bar restaurant the night before. I got to meet Cynthia. I got to meet the Grony boys there. KG and Ringy were there. I got to meet Michael, Nugget Noggin, and Charlie, and TJ, Troy, Dalton, and I. A lot of people up there. Fire, smoke, rain today. Mother Nature barbecue smells like pine. Oh, I love the smell of pine. I was stationed in Amarillo 94, 97 at the MEPS downtown. I lived at the old air base. Very cool. Sean says, my retirement plan is to live in Rob's garage and spend my time detecting Clearwater Beach. I should probably discuss this plan with Robin. Nope, Sean, not with Rob. Not with Rob, just Denise. Rob has no say-so at Denise's house. You could come stay in my garage at my house. You'd have to might move a few things around because it looks like Park Rat Pat's garage. Has anybody heard any news on Bob G this morning? No, I have not, Teresa. I talked to Bob a few days ago, and I know him and his wife came down with COVID. They were hoping that they were going to have to not go to the hospital, but I have not heard. I sent him a text or a comment the other day, but I did not hear an answer. Well, that's cool, Kelly. You need to go detect around that building. But on the plus side, BC says, at least it's raining. That's right. You guys need rain out there so bad. I'm sorry, I missed your question, Teresa, about when it was. Yes, it is February. Cynthia said she's trying to decide if she wants to go to Florida Hunt 8. Well, what we have decided, Cynthia, um, if there is new land opening and there's new areas to hunt that haven't been hunted, we might participate in Florida Hunt 8. And that's nothing against Greg. Greg puts on a great event. It's the most professional events I've ever went to. They're very organized. Greg does an outstanding job. Let's get that right up front. But I've hunted the grounds twice now. With a lot more people there, it spread the fines out. So if he gets like 200 new acres or something that have never been hunted before, yeah. If not, what we're thinking of doing, Cynthia, is going up there and going to the meet and greet on Friday, saying hi to everybody, being sociable, getting to see people that you don't get to see except for once a year. And then we're thinking about going out and doing our old thing in the 2 old towns nearby, which is what we did last time. And Dalton, Troy, and I on Saturday went out and hunted, on Sunday, went out and hunted permissions. Cynthia, and not me so much, but well, at the end of the day, when I got my platinum ring, that was my best find of the whole weekend, and that was my last find up there. But Troy and Dalton killed it that whole weekend, and then obviously I got one good find with the platinum ring. Oh, he did go to the hospital by ambulance yesterday. Crap, Teresa. I'll give John a call. Crap, I will give John a call. Pat says, last I knew it was pneumonia and Bob was headed home. Fantastic. Oh, I've read nothing new except Bob has pneumonia. See, I didn't even know that much. John. Oh. Reed says, what's rain? Wow, Kimberly, you're way ahead of me. The map was posted yesterday. See, I'm not on Facebook that much, guys, so thank you for letting me know that. And Teresa says, I love meeting new people. That is the way to meet new people, Metal Tech and Teresa, is go to one of the national or regional events. Originally, I would have said Florida Hunt 6 was a Florida hunt. They were always pretty small in nature, about 50 people. Florida Hunt 6 was limited to 50 people. And then Florida Hunt 7, he opened it up to 200 people because he had a bigger area. Honey, there's a guy on the stream named Sean Krause. He says his retirement plan is to retire, live in Rob and Denise's garage, and hunt Clearwater Beach every day. And I said, Rob's got no.
He doesn't bring anything home.
I said, I got no control over Denise's garage. And I said, that's all her thing. And he says, Denise, honey baby, sweetheart, yummy, yummy, honey baby. I said, yeah, you got to suck up to her because I got no control over the garage.
I have a she shed.
That's right. We just got a she shed. We've got a second she shed. You can live in the shed, Sean. And I'm not saying that fast 3 times. What can I say? I like big cats and I cannot lie. Oh. But yeah, Teresa, that's a great place to meet new detectorists. Miss Teresa's going to be nice enough to go look for updates and be right back. Bob Groney, honey, the guy, John's uncle, he had to go to the hospital. He got pneumonia.
And you got it in October?
Yeah. In my research through my area where I live, I found the War of 1812 passed through my town, probably through my backyard. Oh, Kelly, you got to get out there and dig that. You're killing us here.
I hope it'll be okay.
Mr. David Frazier's here. Good morning, Mr. David Frazier. It appears to have some new acreage. I would be down to get with a group of door knockers, though. There you go, Kimberly. If Pat will be there, we'll be door knocking. We had like 8 or 9 of us splitting off into groups doing door knocking last time. The Weedy boys, the Groney boys. I don't want to say Rob's boys because Dalton and Troy have their own pages too, but 1950 Weedy on Saturday. Boom. Good job, David. Kay, I was trying to be polite about that, but that's exactly, Kay summed it up in a nutshell there, guys. There wasn't that many great finds found, and it's awful hard to justify driving that far. I mean, yeah, it's only a 2-hour drive for me. That's no biggie. We could actually do a day trip and come back. For Dalton, it's only about an hour and a half drive. And the same thing with the Wheatie Boys. It was only about an hour and a half drive. But, Kay's driving, 15, 18 hours. So, it's from Bob's Facebook page. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, Cynthia found a great token, so she was real happy with Florida Hunt 7. Okay, we would love that. We would love that to do the meet and greet and have us all. I mean, like I say, we did that. We went to the old town of Waldo, and TJ got us a permission on an old fraternal organization building that's been there since like the 40s. And TJ pulled out that absolutely mint condition Standing Liberty quarter with a date that looked like it just got minted. He was freaking over the moon. It was his first one. He was ecstatic. We also pulled some Wheaties off that property. So yeah, we did great door knocking up there. Waldo, Gainesville, Williston, all those areas up there. Well, Teresa, I'm glad you're doing somewhat better. Oh, she was reading Bob's comment. Oh, okay. This is from Bob Groney. I want to thank all my family, friends, and neighbors for the thoughts and prayers, but most of all, I want to thank God Almighty for answering them. I'm doing somewhat better now, but had a rough day. Well, thank you, Teresa, for putting Bob's quote in there. Yeah, I sent him a comment yesterday on one of his comments he left for me, asking me how he's doing, but I'll send him a text. Yeah, I got Bob's number, guys. I'll send him a text. I don't want to put him on the spot and put him on air. While sitting in the ER, I noticed I was sweating and feeling weak, so I hollered at the ER nurse. I thought I was going to pass out. She checked my blood pressure. It was 79 over 54, so they rushed me in. Wow. BC Treasure Trail says, how many she says can you guys put up? I got to get rid of some of my DVDs on eBay, BC Treasure Trail, so we can start getting some more room cleaned out. We bought the second shed, which is right behind this window here, so we could have some more room in our garage. And then now Denise says, I don't want you filling up the garage just because it's empty. And Mr. Optimistic himself, that means the great finds are still out there. Mr. Optimistic himself, you cannot get a good man down. Park Rat Pat is his phenomenal attitude is what gets him the views he does, guys. He is the most positive attitude person. You guys want to check out Park Rat. If you just want a positive energy person, go check out Park Rat's Detecting Channel. Even if he's not finding anything great, guys, he's having a great day out there detecting because he's doing something he loves. And he's usually doing it with somebody that he enjoys being with, Kimberly, us guys over here, whoever he gets to hunt with, Wayne, Dennis, whoever he's hunting with, he's having a good day. Alrighty, guys, Mr. Howard is heading out to church. Please check out his channel, Epic Adventures in Paradise. He posted a video yesterday on some good Florida shrimping, guys. So he's also got a couple good vacation videos out where he went metal detecting down in the Caribbean. And he's got a great video out where he does a beautiful class ring recovery in about 8 feet of water using his Blue Nemo and the Nocta Pulse Dive, where the Pulse Dive went into the mucky gray sludge underneath the boat docks, and they pulled out the guy's medical class ring, and the people were ecstatic. So Howard's got some good videos. He shows you using the Blue Nemo diving equipment that Charlie Digging It Back has. I'm going to invite Charlie down here to use that in a spot that Dalton and I have found that I know we're going to pull some silver coins out of in the water. NorCal, good morning, Mr. NorCal. North California Detecting is here. Kay saying good morning to Gary. Yeah, give a shout out to the Groney Boys. Bob Groney is part of the Groney Boys. I had the privilege of hunting them for the last 2 weekends. Denise gave me 2 Saturdays off from my honeydew list and from us spending time together. Saturday's the only day that Denise and I have the whole day together that she doesn't work. So I try not to go metal detecting on Saturdays, but that is the main day that the Grony boys hunt. They invited me down to their neck of the woods. So you guys saw the premiere video I did last week after this stream, and then we went over and watched John's video. And then last Saturday they came over to the Tampa Bay area, and we called Park Rat Pat. He drove over from the East Coast, and the 5 of us hunted. And Bob wasn't there that day. One of the other cousins came in with the Grony boys because Bob was feeling under the weather. He didn't know he had COVID yet, but he was feeling under the weather. And so that video, the Grony boys will probably put that out this evening. They usually put their videos out Sunday evening. So if they put theirs out this evening, I will put mine out at the same time to match it. Pat's already put his out, and it's got some good stuff in it, guys. I love John and Bob. I met the family at Florida Hunt 7. Yep, they were having a really good time. There might have been some alcohol involved in there, Cynthia. Sean, that's hilarious. I thought you were directing that at Denise. I was like, I'll pass that on to Denise. I don't think she's going to go on any long walks on the beach with you because I've tried doing that, but she's afraid I'll stick a camera in her hand and say, honey, I'm just going to swing the detector a little bit. Can you film me? Because she knows if I get her to film the first time, I'm going to want her to do it every time. So she will not pick up a camera and film me. John Groney is on my Rewind Sunday today. BC Treasure Trails and Alabama Dirt Digger also on the show today. We'll definitely be checking that out, Marilyn. Marilyn. Yeah. Hi, Marilyn. Okay, he wants to thanks to all the paramedics, doctors, nurses for all they do every day, because if you haven't been to the ER lately, you have no idea. This virus is not a joke, people. It doesn't care who it takes. Teresa, I could not agree with you more. I don't get political on this channel. People know that I have very strong political beliefs. I don't get political because no matter what you say, you're gonna piss off 50% of the people here. And I'm here about metal detecting and coin roll hunting and coin collecting and magnet fishing and crafting and whatever other great hobbies us folks want to do. But I completely agree 100% with you, Teresa. We need to get this virus is not a joke. Troy just had a buddy his age. Troy's in his early 50s. Troy just had a buddy died of COVID who just got married. My sister out in Kansas City, the guy across the street that lived from her was 52. He just died of COVID. 52 years old, guys. And this thing is no joke. There's Mr. Dennis. He must have heard his name being mentioned and his ears were ringing. We were talking about you earlier, Dennis. Only good things, sir. Dennis has a new video out. He's still up in New York, guys. Killing it on late 1700s and early 1800s property. Just finding freaking everything you could imagine for those date ages. So, guys, check out KCMD, Kicking Cancer Metal Detecting. Dennis has been on a tear lately. Wow, Reed, I did not know that. Reed started my channel after seeing Park Rat Pat's channel. Guys, Reed has a funny channel. Mr. Reed is an entertainer at heart, and he does some fun video, guys. So if you want to just get a good laugh and a smile and relax, go watch Mr. Reed. But I didn't know that. Park Rat says, thank you, Reed. I did not know that. Good morning, Mr. John Long. Happy Feast Day of the Assumption. Happy Feast Day, sir. Mr. John Long is Catholic. He's just getting home from church. And for those of you that do not know Mr. John Long, he has a railroad. He is a model railroad enthusiast. He does some great videos, very informative. And he is the father of Mr. J-Man Metal Sharks himself. I had the privilege of hunting with J-Man up at Florida Hunt 7. I was walking kind of slow, and Troy and Dalton took off with some other people, and they got way ahead of me. My knees were hurting that day, so I was walking a little slower, and I noticed J-Man going, so I yelled to him. And J-Man and I went out and hit the fields. And that's where J-Man got that cool, I believe it was an Israeli coin. And and then I came in at lunchtime, and I got to meet Michael from, Troy and I got to meet Michael from Nugget Noggin. Super nice, polite guy. I can do that, Scott. Let me write that down right now. All right, got it, Scott. I will send you my address, sir. Or I'll email you and get your address. Doesn't help you to have my address. I'm the one sending the coin out. Well, good for you, Kay. That's what I want. Dawn the Metal Detective is here. I was chatting with her yesterday. That is a great name. Dawn the Metal Detective. Not detectorist, detective. I think that's a great name. Bill, where are you at in Florida? Well, Teresa, that's funny that you asked that. Kimberly's already beat me to that. Park Rat Pat has a sticker business. He did. Teresa, he did my stickers. There's my big sticker and my little sticker. Pat did these stickers for me, and he's done a lot of the stickers for the people in this room. So Park Rat Pat is the one. He designed this, and he printed them out, and he also put this on a T-shirt for me. I didn't know where my T-shirt was this morning. I was going to wear it because I usually wear my Rob FL Florida T-shirt, but I don't know where it's at this morning. I think it's in my truck. So there you go. Everybody's throwing Pat out of here. So, and Mr. Marlin's putting Dennis's channel up, KCMD Metal Detecting. I know, Thugman, I know. You're on TV. He doesn't care what you do as long as you pay attention to him. So, Kay says, I have to get my daughter moving and help me get my stickers created. I need to have stickers made. Okay, if you don't have an idea, Pat can probably come up with an idea for design. John says the Delta variant is serious, and one reason is a shortage of the meds that work. Perhaps the detective community should take the lead in having an interdenominational day of prayer. Not a bad idea, John. Not a bad idea at all. And Mayor says there's another place, a company called Sticker Mule. Ooh, I guess he has a discount there. Uh-oh, a bullet kettle. Now we're going to have to check out NorCal. I'm going to go check that out as soon as the stream is over. All righty, NorCal, we will check that out, sir. Trying to catch up on my comments here, folks. There you go, Pat. Kay says she keeps wondering if dig stock is still a go with this new strain. That's very interesting, Kay. Lost a younger train club member and his spouse, and another member's spouse, hitting the 30 to 50 age group hard. Wow. I'm so happy Denise took me and we went and got ours the day we were eligible. Sean says, I got to run. Wait, we're going to be missing all the Sean jokes? Have a birthday party to attend to. If you aren't covered in dirt and sweat at the end of the day, you aren't doing it right. You are exactly right, Mr. Sean. Because Troy and I look like we've literally been playing in a dirt box all day when we finish. John Long says he has a family member who is a doctor and he's working a 7-hour shift today. Yeah, those are the real superheroes. Wow, you sold your V3i. That's very interesting, Dennis. So you run it strictly with the Knox now? Wow. Isn't that the machine that Pat had before he got his Tarsace? Yeah, Dennis is going to be getting some amazing finds. Thank you, Don. Robert, it's an individual, depending on how big your order is, what size you want the stickers. I ordered 100 from him, and he had some room left over on the pattern that he was able to put some of these in for the same price for me. So, if you guys want to do a sticker exchange and send me an address, this is what I'll be sending you is one of the big stickers. So, Cynthia, I think I have your address. Send Cynthia a sticker. I have to write this stuff down, Cynthia, or I'll forget it. Okay, it's written down, Cynthia. But yeah, Robert, just get with Pat. Well, that's not good, John. There's Zeus, yep. Cynthia says, I love the Thugman. Wow, Bill's in Lutz. We've hit the only old building we know of in Lutz. There's Bill. That's that old school board building there. Dalton and I have both hit that place. We're starting to try and door knock there too, John. I don't know if you've had any access, or Bill. I wonder if you've had any access door knocking there, Bill. Dalton door knocked the first place the other day, and we did two old lots, and I don't think you got any silver, but we got numerous Wheaties out of there. Reed does have a great channel, Bill. Teresa says, I need help with my design. I have a rough drawing. Yeah, I have a printer, Kay, but I don't have one of those type of printers that would do a sticker like that. Some people download an app for their printers. Yeah, you have to get that special. You have to get the special paper and stuff, and I don't think my printer is capable of doing that. Well, Bill, you're like 30, 40 minutes from me. Do you ever beach hunt, Bill? Because I'd love to go do Clearwater Beach with you. Nice way to spend the morning, editing a video and watching the show. See, Team Lynch can multitask. Oh, Pat's actually putting a price out. It's usually $100 for $87 plus buying from me. You're helping a community member. Got to stick that in there, Pat. Absolutely. Made some new dowsing rods last night. We're making a video with them soon. Yeah, we've been joking about that in the Zoom meetings. The dowsing rod. Does Pat do business cards as well? That's a good question, John Long. Dawn says she's far behind on her videos from being at the beach last week. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Dawn. Number one thing is detect first, do everything second. At least that's my motto. And if I can tonight, I'm going to go try and do Clearwater Beach tonight if this storm. Well, there it is, guys. I've left this up. There is that's the live cam from Clearwater Beach right now. So as you can see, there are people out there, guys. The water's super calm. You can see it's overcast, but there are some people braving Clearwater Beach today. This is North Beach. Lifeguard Tower 7 is right over here in the corner. So that is an area that I hunt quite often. So Tim and Kathy, take care. Oh, I see Denise outside with a ladder again. It looks like I'm going to be busy after the I was repairing the roof yesterday, guys. So, like I said, Denise gave me the last 2 Saturdays off to go hunt with the Grony boys. So I knew yesterday was going to be a big honey-do list, and it was a big honey-do list. I was working on the area over her dining room right here has a flat roof because this house design this house was designed as a 2-bedroom, and if you wanted a 3-bedroom, they added on the 3rd bedroom in the dining room, but they did that with a flat roof. And back in the 60s, they didn't slant these things like they do now, so it's literally flat. So we got up there and tarred it, or not tarred it, but we put that white gunk over the roof you put on flat roofs, and then we found we had a small leak in the roof, and then we found out it wasn't because the roof was leaking, it was because the corner edge, the tar paper was pulling up from the flashing, and there was no tar under there. So I've been putting the tar under there, the goppy tar, and I get tar all over me, and then I'm having to screw it back down so it's attached to the flashing. So yeah, that's what I was doing all day yesterday, and I got about half of it done. So I'll be back on the roof today. Denise is out trimming the front hedges and the topiary, and then we cleaned out the AC line from the house to the outside, flushed that out, poured vinegar down it, and did a few other. So yep, yesterday was honeydew this day. Not doing business cards. I can't compete with Vistaprint. And be quite honest with you, I believe it was Teresa that asked that, or whoever asked it. Vistaprint's where I got my business cards too. They did a really nice job with the cards. And AZ Mort Squad's letting everybody know his channel, and he's got a giveaway coming up. Yeah, guys, Vistaprint did my cards. They came out real nice. So got my YouTube name there, got my eBay name, my slogan, digging Florida, unearthing Florida's histories one hole at a time. Yeah, I did this on Vistaprint. You set up the design yourself, and boom, they did a perfect job. So, and yeah, they were very, very reasonably priced, and they got here fast. I think they're like a Swedish or one of the Netherlands companies, and man, they got here fast. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, Kay, and you said you didn't see the post for my stream today. A lot of people have said that. I don't know why. To be technical, it's called a print device, not a printer, but everyone calls it a printer. Well, yeah, see, there you go. Oh, Cynthia, you're not way behind. You're the number one comment leaver. Eat, sleep, detect, and repeat. I have that T-shirt, Reed. Actually, I do. There's Miss Deej. Were your ears ringing, Deej? We were talking about you earlier, Deej. All bad. All of it was bad. Only kidding. I was talking about you coming to Florida and me driving and you driving for us to meet up in that little town near Orlando, a historic town, and we door knocked and we got five yeses in a row on the same street, and we had a great day. I've stuffed a HD full of footage waiting for me to edit in winter. Hey, I've got a lot of videos I'm behind on that you guys are going to be seeing summer videos this winter when you're all sitting there curled up with your hot chocolate and marshmallows, and you can't go out. Hopefully, you're going to be watching Rob beach videos this winter and going, "Oh man, I wish I was there." I know there's quite a few females here today that are detectors and diggers. You're right, Teresa. That's great. They are, Kay. Let's see. Bill says, I went door knocking around here in Lutz, and everyone doesn't want holes in their property, and they're not nice. I know. We don't ever door knock on the ones that have these beautiful St. Augustine lawns. We just knock on the ones that have the Florida scrub grass. Bill, we got to get you out there with the king of door knocks, Mr. Troy Dirt Troll and Troy Carmichael himself. La Ruta del Tesoro is here. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Good morning and welcome. Wow, that is great. Now we have South America in the house. Just dropped an anchor update and the giveaway announcement. Folks at Tidewater. There you go. That was a great find, that anchor. Oh, Teresa, that's one thing I'm glad I'm not having problems with is my printer, because I can't stand printer problems. When you got an eBay business and you got to print labels and get them out, and eBay tells you they have to be out within 24 hours or they're going to ding you, there is nothing worse than your printer not printing. It just sends me into a panic. Deej says, everything back to normal near me in Michigan. Well, that's good, Deej. Great to hear. Hey, I got a question for everybody. I watched Liz's video the other day, digging Canuck, and she now is using a Fisher detector, and I guess she's sponsored by Fisher or she's getting some deal with Fisher. When did that happen? When did she change over from the Knox to the Fisher? Obviously, I haven't watched some in-between videos, so I missed her transition from Knox to Fisher. Look at that. Metal Angler doing excellent, Jacob, especially after the surgery with the tumor. That's right. You were talking about that last week. You had that huge tumor. I feel like a new man, and I start back work tomorrow. Fantastic. That is great. BC Treasure Trails winter is 59 days away from me. 59 days. We're still going to be in the summer. That is great to hear. So, Josh, good news, Josh. Mr. Marlin says hello to Storo. Mr. Marlin is the man. Making plans for Florida. How does September work for you? September works really well for me, Dawn. I might be traveling some in October. I'm not sure yet. I want to go up north or out west, Midwest, and I want to go when it's cooler, but not when it's cold. I don't like cold. I haven't bought a new printer since they're hard to get here. You're having a printer shortage, Kay? Or are you talking a 3D printer? After Rob's show, we have the Marlin and Tripwire Comedy Hour. They grill the Grony Boys, Alabama Dirt Digger, and BC Treasure Trails. That's going to be a good show. Oh, you had a crazy wild storm that came through here. Deej, we've been getting one of those almost every night. Denise and I spent an hour with the pool pump draining the water out of the pool. We had that pool pump running for almost an hour, draining water out of the pool. We probably got that much water out of the pool in about an hour. And I swear to God, Deej, in 5 minutes with that thunderstorm we had last night, in 5 minutes, not only did it put all that water back in, but it even went higher. Yeah, that's fine, Marlon, but I didn't see that one, so I'll watch that one. Well, Josh, you got it. Liz is in the UK at the moment. I did not know that. I just watched one of her videos the other day. I didn't hear her mention anything about that. Tidewater says, I will be in Orlando, Tampa in October. You hit that Tampa area, you bet definitely look me up. I know she uses the Fisher F75 now, and I didn't know when she switched from the Knox 600. Oh, she's in London, Ontario. All right, here we go. Liz changed from the Knox to the ORX. She is now sponsored by Fisher and is demonstrating their products. Thank you, Cynthia. I knew Kay or Cynthia would know that. Kay says 59 days and she'll be in New England with Mary Lou. That is awesome, Kay. Man, I'm dying to get up to New England. Don't go in the last week of October, Rob. Okay. All right. I'll not go in the last week of October then. No, I generally don't travel the last week of any month because our club holds the meetings on the fourth Monday of every month, and I am in the running for Detectorist of the Year with my club, with my fines. And to be able to display your fines at the monthly meeting to get credit for it, you have to be there. You can't give your fines to somebody else. The club rules state you have to display your own items you find, and you can't give them to somebody else. So for me to get points towards my fines, you have to be at your meeting. And our meetings are the fourth Monday of every month. So that is usually a week I don't travel. I either go out of town right after that Monday or the week or 2 weeks before, and I try and get home. Title order says I had some. Oh, we've been having a printer shortage since COVID came to town. Okay. Reed says he's only 999,654 away from 1 million. You're almost there, Reed. And it's like I said in the Zoom meeting, Reed, I had a neighbor back when the lottery was once a week and they drew the numbers on Sunday morning or on Saturday night. I had a neighbor over at my house who used to come over to my house every Sunday morning, and he'd say, Rob, I almost hit the lottery last night. I only missed it by 6 numbers. He would do that every Sunday morning, guys. He was a little eccentric, but that was his Sunday morning joke with me, so I let him go with it every Sunday morning. Wow, guys, I'm glad we're not having a shortage of any of that stuff here in the Tampa Bay area. But look at it this way, Josh. You're cleaning out your yard. There's now less metal in your dirt, in your ground, polluting the ground. We've got both a London, Texas, and a Paris, Texas. I haven't heard of London, Texas, Kay, but I've heard of Paris, Texas. They've done plenty of movies there. Rob, what does Menardo mean? Okay, I guess we'll make this story real quick. To summarize, Miss Teresa, I was magnet fishing one day, having another epic fail magnet fishing day. And as I was walking back to my car with my magnet, my bucket, I went to go start patting my key down, my pants down for my car keys, and you got that sinking feeling that they're not in your pocket. So I was driving a little Mitsubishi Eclipse hatchback then, and I walked up to the hatchback, and through the glass window, I could see my car keys, my wallet, and my phone. Locked myself out of my car with no money and no cell phone, so I had to start knocking on people's doors until somebody was nice enough to let me use their phone to call AAA. And due to a snafu with AAA and the tow truck company, nobody showed up for 5 hours. Sat there for 5 hours. Finally, a AAA guy came, unlocked my car, got in. I called my sister, and I was telling her the story. And my sister was talking on her Bluetooth hands-free so she could do it legally. And her phone called me well, it's not politically correct to use the word, but she said, you're such a retard. And she was using her Bluetooth, and the phone Bluetooth heard it as Menard. So I texted her back, and I said, what's a Menard? And she says, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, yeah, look, here's my text. You called me a Menard. And she said, no, I called you the other word. But she says, but yeah, you are a Menard. And that's where Menardo came from me being an idiot. So it means idiot Rob, or stupid Rob, or done something stupid Rob, or you're a moron Rob. So that's the joke we go with now is Menardo Rob. My favorite town in Texas is Cut and Shoot, Texas. That's a cool name. Wow, 550K, that's more than Troy has. We were up at Florida Hunt 7. We were talking to Nugget Noggin, and he was sitting at the table next to me having lunch, and I didn't want to bother the guy too much because I imagine when you have almost 500,000 subscribers, you probably get bugged quite a bit. So I said, I just said to him real quick, I said, Michael, how's your channel doing? And he goes, well, I seem to be stuck right now around 375,000 subscribers. And he said, I just kind of seem to be stuck there. And Troy started laughing. He was sitting across from me. Troy started laughing. He goes, oh, man, that sounds really tough. He says, I'm stuck at 375 and can't even get to 400. And you're worried about 375,000. And we just started laughing. So when in Maine, visit Paris. So I guess John's telling us there's a Paris, Maine, too. Yes, we do have an Eiffel Tower with a big red hat on it. I've been to the top of the real Eiffel Tower, guys, and it is flipping incredible. Bill says, I live right across the street from a 33-acre property, and the owner said, no, get out of my face. He doesn't even use it. Wow, Bill, sorry to hear that. Troy and I need to go down and talk to that guy. That was rude of him. Okay, says, it's how it works for me. 6 numbers away. Yeah. Mr. Marlin says, I'll see you guys. Oh, crap, guys. It's 11:26. Thanks for the reminder, Marlin. Holy smokes. I just looked down a few minutes ago, and it was 10:40, and we've already gone another 50 minutes. Holy smokes. Dawn says, I put out 3 shorts this week. I think I watched a couple of them, Dawn. Yeah, that was the abbreviated story, Teresa. John says, I once locked my keys in my car and left with the cat and left it running. What? The cat wouldn't let you back in, John? Kay knows where cut and shoot is. Look at that. Deej says, I am 6 people away from 4K. I thought it would take to the new year. People, if you're not subscribed to Digging with Deej, let's get her over 4K today. That is a humongous milestone. Wow, 4K. Congratulations, Deej. Let's get Deej a solid, folks, and get her over 4K. Pencil me in for Friday, October 29th. Tidewater, I will put a note up on my computer desk because that's what I did when Shane from Ohio River History was coming here. I put a note up so I did not miss the date, and he drove over from Orlando to Tampa, and we met and we hunted, and I got together with his daughter, and she surprised me and treated me with that cool tour of Tampa Stadium, underground Tampa Stadium. That was cool as hell. Shane's got a great family, so Tidewater, I'll definitely pen that in and put a note up so I don't miss that. All righty, it's 11:28, guys. You got time to go to the bathroom, get a cup of coffee. Let's sign off here. Thank you to all you wonderful people that have been here. We still have 25 people here. This is awesome. Thanks, guys. If you haven't remembered to leave a thumb up, please leave me a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys all over at Marlin. Thanks for being here. Everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you there.